Hey Prime members, it's Andrew here, and today I'm going to show you one of my stores that did 0 to 15K revenue. I'm going to show you what the product is. I'm going to show you what interest we're running. I'm going to show you my testing campaign, my scaling campaign, basically everything about the store. So this store was actually featured in my very first YouTube video, and the way I found this store was through Facebook Ads Library. I did the same thing where I uploaded it to ShopHunter, and ShopHunter told me that my competitor was doing around $4,000 in revenue, but the chart was like very parabolic. I think like 4 days ago they were at 0 revenue, and then 1,000, and then 2,000, and 3,000, and so on. I don't really remember the exact chart, but I just know that they were scaling, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and hop on the ladder and scale with them. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the product is. And here are the 4 products that I have, but the main seller was this one right here. It was called a golf training mat. So basically this product, all it does is that when someone swings their golf club at the golf ball, it basically shows them where they're hitting it and how they're hitting it. Now, I'm not a golf player at all, but it does seem like a pretty cool product overall, just because it helps people improve their golf game. And you already know people that play golf, I have a lot of money. But that's not the main reason why I'm selling this product. The main reason why I'm selling it is because someone else is selling it and they're also doing really good sales. So I'm like, all right, that gives me a reason to sell this product. So you can see right here, these are stuff I had on the product page, and it was basically trying to convince the customer and showing the customer what this product was about. So keep scrolling down, and you can see this is the product page. And yeah, these are the product images, and we were charging $39.95 for this product. So our break-even ROAS on this product goes around the 1.6. So anything above 1.6 ROAS, that means we were in profit. So let me go ahead and show you the ad that we're running for this product. So I basically had 3 ads for this product, and each ad was a different variation to each other. I'm going to go ahead and show you the ad now. It's not really a crazy video, it just kind of shows the product. Okay, so this is the ad. It basically just shows the product working. You can see when someone swings, it shows them the path that they're swinging. It's just a bunch of people using it. It's like a 12-second ad. Nothing too crazy about that. So yeah, that was the ad that we were using. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and show you my testing strategy and basically what I did to first launch the store. So the very first day I launched the store was November 20th, and we had $159.92 in sales. So we're going to go ahead and show you what November 20th looks like. This is my testing campaign. So in my testing campaign, I have 10 interests at $10 each. So you can see right here, these interests at $10 each. If you're asking how I came up with these interests, it's very simple. The first thing I did was do golf, because we're selling a golf product and golf is the interest that we want to choose. I went ahead and clicked golf, and then when I duplicated the interest, all I had to do was scroll down here and then click suggestions, and you want to go ahead and just click any of these that relates to your product, which basically everything here relates to the products. I'm going to go ahead and show you how we set up our campaigns. So it's campaigns, 10 ad sets, $10, and this is how the ad set is set up. It's golf, we have it to the website, conversions, and we have purchase, conversion event. You always want to purchase conversion events. Scroll down, the daily budget was $10, and you can see I started it the next day at 2 a.m. Now I always recommend you to start at 12 a.m. The reason why I did it at 2 a.m. was because I found this product around 12 a.m. and I was able to make the store and everything within 2 hours, and I launched it at 2 a.m. because I can't schedule the ads run at 12 a.m. if I'm ready almost at 2 a.m. But yeah, I always recommend to do it at 12 a.m. the very next day. We're scrolling down here. The locations we have is Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United States, and that is basically all I have. The age, the reason why I did 21 to 65 is because I don't believe younger audiences golf, but for most products you're going to choose 18 to 65. Now for this product, I went ahead and did all genders because it is basically gender neutral product. If you're selling like a bra or something that's meant for like women, like a dress, you're obviously not going to target men. If you're going to go ahead and sell like a shaving your beard products or stuff like that, you're obviously going to target men and not women. Use your best judgment when it comes to stuff like this, but it doesn't really matter too much. But this is the most important thing right here. It's called detailed targeting. So golf is the thing I selected, and I go ahead and also exclude AliExpress and dropshipping. So people who are interested in AliExpress and dropshipping are not going to see my ad. And scrolling down here, you want to leave your placements as Advantage Plus placements. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, but just use that one. And that's about it. So that's basically how I got my first ad set. And I just go ahead and click this, and I click duplicate, and then I went ahead and found 9 more interests that are similar to the one I just had. So anyways, this is the first day I ran the ad, and you can see Ads Manager says, hey, you only got 1 purchase, and that was from golf. Now this is why it's very important to set up UTM tracking, because UTM tracking is going to show you what you're missing out on. Facebook tracking is not that great. So if you haven't already, go ahead and go to the free knowledge channel and download the UTM tracking PDF and go ahead and set that up. But I'm going to show you what happens, because on November 20th, Facebook said 1 sale. But if you can see from our UTM tracking dashboard, it says we have 3 sales, and 2 of them came from Tiger Woods and 1 of them came from golf. So that's why you see right here, it's golf and Tiger Woods, but Tiger Woods has 0 sales according to Facebook Manager. So you want to go ahead and do UTM tracking, because we know that most of the sales came from Tiger Woods. That's going to be very important later on. But I did not scale this at all because I spent $100 and I got back 160. That means I basically broke even, since the break-even ROAS on this product was around 1.6. So I went ahead and left the testing campaign for another day. So let's go ahead and go November 21st. And we're going to go ahead and go November 21st over here as well. And you can see the very next day I got $200 in sales. That means I had a 2 ROAS because I left the testing campaign the exact same. That means I would have spent $100 in a testing campaign that day, which right here you can see I spent $85, which I'm not too sure why I did that, but you can see that's more than the 2 ROAS. I spent $85, got back $200 in sales, so that is more than my break-even cost. So yeah, you can see right here, PGA Tour got a sale, and then golf course got a sale. But we're gonna go ahead and check what UTM says, because that is more reliable than Facebook. So yeah, on UTM says we got 4 sales, which if you check our analytics, it's true, we had 4 sales. And the 4 sales, 1 of them came from golf course, 1 of them came from golf club, and 1 of them came from golf magazine. Now I did not track 1 of them, which is completely fine, but at least we know it's golf club, golf course, and golf magazine. You can see right now that since it is a 2 ROAS and is past my break-even ROAS, we are going to scale it today. So what happens the next day, on November 22nd, I'm going to show you the campaigns. Scroll down. Now we have 2 CBOs. One of the CBOs is golf, and one of the CBOs is Tiger Woods. The reason why I did this is because golf got the sale on the first day, and Tiger Woods also had a sale on the first day. Looking back now, I probably shouldn't have did golf and Tiger Woods so soon, just because I didn't even know if they were winning or not, but I knew they got the sales on the very first day. But nonetheless, I did it, and I have 2 CBOs, so I'm basically in the scaling phase now, because I had 2 ROAS, meaning it is profitable. I'm ready to scale. So that's basically how you set up your CBO campaign for scaling. This is a CBO. You want to go ahead and click edit, and then when you launch the CBO, it's basically called Advantage Campaign Budget now, so you want to click on. And then after that, you want to go into your CBO campaign. As you can see right here, I have 3 assets in the same CBO, so you want to do that. It is the same interest, just duplicated 3 times. And I did the same thing for golf. But let's see how that tested out against us. So you can see right here, I spent $300 on this day, and I got back $359, so that is not good. This day I was basically losing money because I tried to scale too fast, and I also scaled the wrong interest. You can see right here, Tiger Woods and golf, they didn't even get sales the day before. The reason why I chose golf and Tiger Woods was because they got the sales on the first day. Now looking back, it was an easy mistake I did, and at that time I was running maybe way too many stores, so I was basically pushing this out. But nonetheless, it was my fault, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But you can see how these actions led to these consequences. So let's go on to the next day. So since today was very unprofitable, I did not do anything. I just left it alone. And at this point, my competitor is scaling to like 8K revenue a day. I'm like, all right, so what are they doing that I'm not? I just basically left it alone. I didn't want to touch anything anymore. I didn't want to try new interests. I didn't want to scale because I just basically lost some money. So there's no point in scaling when you lose money like that. You go to the 23rd. And you can see right here, I still have the same 3 campaigns, and they are still spending the same amount of money. It's $100, $100, and $100. But today's very different. We have a 2 ROAS according to Facebook. But you can see right here, we spent $300, and that day we got back, drum roll please, $639. It's $600, so that means we had a 2 ROAS. That means the product is now profitable again. And what that means is that we are going to scale it up. What I did is that the very next day, I went ahead and increased the budget, but I also added a few new CBOs. You can see right here, the next day I spent $600 instead of spending $300. That means I doubled my budget. But what happens was I didn't actually increase the budget on the campaign level. You can see right here, it's still $100 for these 2 CBOs. The only thing that I did was that I duplicated it, and I went ahead and doubled the budget for the duplicate. You can see right here, PGA, I added a new CBO. The reason why I did that was because PGA was doing really good in the testing campaign. Now, Tiger Woods is killing it. The CBO was doing really good sales, enough that I was comfortable enough to go ahead and double the budget. And you can see right here, it did really well. The cost per purchase on it was $23, and the original campaign is at $16. So it's doing really well. And we can go ahead and go back to our testing campaign, and you can see right here, this campaign is only meant to see which interests are winning. So you can see right here, Golf Club, PGA Championship, Golf Ball, Golf Channel, these are doing really well. So what you want to do is go ahead and create a CBO for them so you can scale them. And you can see what I did right here is that I had a PGA set up because PGA was doing so well that day. At $9 cost per purchase. Now, I'm not too sure why I didn't do Golf Ball or Golf Channel, but I guess I wanted to take it slowly and go ahead and scale it. But you can see right here, I spent $600 that day and I got back 1.2K in sales. So that's 2 ROAS, which is really, really good. Now, let's go on to the next day, the 25th. I got back 1.6K in sales and I spent $800. So that means we are still good. It's still a 2 ROAS. But what I decided to do was I basically increased the budget of Golf Club by $100. I kept PGA the same, and I basically increased the budget of Tiger Woods to $250, but I kept these two the same. I didn't use that much more of a budget, maybe like $100 something more. Now let's go on to the next day. So the next day I added a few more CBOs, so now we are scaling. What happened was the day before, the testing campaign was pretty good, and it showed me promising results. You can see right here, it was $14 cost per purchase, and you can see a bunch of these assets are winning assets. You can see Golf Magazine, Golf Course, Golf Club, PGA, Golf Channel. All of these are doing really, really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate them into a new CBO. At this time, I didn't have them yet, but the next day, you can see right here, I'm going ahead, I have new ones right here. Golf Channel, Golf Club, PGA, Tiger Woods Golf, and Tiger Woods again. But you can see I spent $200 in these ad sets, and I'm scaling right now. But you see I spent 1.2K versus the previous day was around 600 or 800 or something like that. And 1.2K, it got us back $2,000 in sales. So that means that the ROAS was basically not a 2, it was around like a 1.8 or something like that. It just wasn't as great as I wanted to be. I always want a ROAS to be 2+ before I start scaling. So what happens is I did not scale that day at all. I just left it alone. So that's the pattern that you're seeing right now. If it's not doing good, we leave it alone. If it's doing good, we go ahead and scale it. Just because if it's not doing good, why would you give more money to Facebook if they're going to give you bad results? If it's giving you good results, you want to catch that wave and be like, hey, Facebook, here's more money, so they know that you want to spend more money and they're going to give you more customers. But the very next day, I did not scale it at all. You can see I spent 1.2K here. The next day, I spent around the same budget, maybe $10 less. But I didn't change anything at all. And you can see right here, Facebook's already telling me I have a 2 ROAS. So let's see what I got the next day. So on the 27th, I have a 2.4K in sales, and I spent 1.2K. That is basically more than the 2 ROAS, and that means we are ready to scale. So I went ahead and upped some budgets right here, and you can see the very next day. So the CBOs are still the same. We have the same CBOs, we just upped the budgets. And you can see right now, Tiger Woods has 400, 200, 200, 200, 200. All of these campaigns are now at $200 or $400, just because Tiger Woods is killing it so well. But very big lesson right here. Testing campaign is still at $100 just because we are just using it to test new interests, 10 interests, testing new interests, and seeing which ones are doing good. But at this point, you can see I spent 1.5K, and the very next day I got like 2.3. So what happened? Basically, I scaled too fast and I doubled the budgets and everything. So what happened? So basically, that means that day I was unprofitable, even though I scaled on a good day. Now, sometimes that happens. It doesn't always mean that the product is dead. Also, historically, Mondays are just a very bad day for sales, and I believe this day was a Monday. Yep, it was. November 28th was a Monday. So, do what you want with that information, but Mondays typically have the lowest sales on Facebook. So you can see right here, I spent 1.5 and I only got back 2.3. I don't even know what ROAS that is, but it's not good. So what do we do here? We just made sure not to scale it and we to leave it alone just because it did not do good. So we're not going to give Facebook more money. Go on to the next day. I spent probably the same amount. Yep, 1.5K. And the next day, you can see right here, it is no longer a Monday, but you see it's 3K in sales. That means it's 2 ROAS now. It means we're back to scaling. We're good again. But yeah, the reason why I kept it the same was because my competitor was already scaling at this point, probably 10K revenue. So I'm like, all right, it's working for him. There's no way I should kill this product for no reason. And good thing I didn't, because this product ends up doing 15K in revenue down the line. As you can see, after we kept it the same, everything was good. Everything is still running good ROAS, good cost per result, everything is still good. So yeah, so that basically means we're good to go to scale. But since I had a really bad day on Monday, I was sort of scared to scale again. So this product, I was not that lenient on the scaling phase. Since I had a really bad day the day before, I wanted to just leave it like this to see if it's going to be able to keep the same sales revenue or the same ROAS if I didn't scale at all. So the very next day, November 30th, I still spent around 1.5K, and we're going to see what happened here. So I didn't scale that day, which is probably a mistake because the next day the ROAS was really high. It was like 2.3 or something like that. The next day the ROAS was really high. I spent 1.5K and got back 3.8. So we were very profitable this day. You can see right here, now I am more confident in this product. And while I was doing this, my competitor was scaling to the moon. So I was like, all right, I need to catch up. I need to outscale them. So I went ahead and basically upped the budgets on all my campaigns, and you can see right here 200 to 300 and then 300 to 400, 400 to 500. I basically upped every single campaign except for the testing campaign, and you can see right here I spent $2,000, and the very next day I got back $4,000 in sales. That means it's still 2 ROAS and we were profitable. Now, after this, I don't want to show you any more day by days because that's basically the scaling strategy right there. It's just upping the budget when the ROAS is good and basically doing nothing when the ROAS is bad. That is basically one of the most easiest scaling strategies you will ever see. There are obviously more advanced ones out there, but for this store alone, that's all that you needed to do in order to scale that. But you can see right here, what I wanted to show you was, even though we're not going day by day anymore, let's go to 15th. Actually, let's go to 17th right here. And I spent $7,000 in sales, and I got back around $15,000 in sales, I believe. So right here, $15,000 in sales, $7,000 ad spend. We have a 2 ROAS. And the only thing I did different is that I upped the budgets, but I also have duplicates of those campaigns. So now I have a lot of PGA Tours, golf, Tiger Woods. I have basically multiple of these campaigns. So you don't always have to have one, and don't worry about overlapping because honestly, for this store, it worked either way. So you can see I have 1 Tiger Wood campaign, I have 2 Tiger Wood campaign, and I have 3 Tiger Wood campaign, all at different budgets. So yeah, that is basically what we did for this store, to scale it up from 0 to 15K in sales. So yeah, just to recap, I found this product by going to Facebook Ads Library, pairing with Shop Hunter, and basically found a competitor that was running up this product. So I basically went like, all right, I'm going to run it up too. And I used the testing strategy that I just told you about, 10 assets, $10 a day. And for the scaling strategy, every time an asset is good ROAS, is good, bringing us sales, we basically migrated to a CBO by itself, has 3 assets in that CBO at $100, and every time it does good, we just up the budget, and we up the budget, and that was the scaling strategy. But yeah, how we found the interest was really easy. I basically just picked something close to the product, so I picked golf, and I went ahead and clicked suggestions, and it gave me all the interest that I needed to scale this product. Now I'm excited for you guys because this store was actually one of my smaller stores. I know it sounds crazy that 0 to 250K is a small store, but during this time I had other stores doing 0 to 2 million revenue in the same amount of time. So if you stick around with Prime, you will see that our case studies, we're going to update every single month. Our PDFs are getting updated. That's what you get for being a Prime member, and I'm very happy that you're here. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this case study, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.